The best on Twitch TV, and that's a fact, no slack. Somebody keep it G, cause he lay her on her back. Sold my soul to a girl with wings on her back. Hands up if you love to know me, yeah. Twitch.tv, FSA to the R to the M to the motherfucking Y. Love my girls with knee highs, cause I'm etching till I die. Chasing dreams till I die, mini skirt, double D, yes sir. Now that's a humble pie, come here on the guy.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Hero Academy. I am your host, of course, Flaming Sharingan, or the Harem King, as I'm known on twitch.tv/xxFSArmyxx. Quick little video here, guys. I want to pretty much give you my thoughts on My Heroes 1's Justice a week after release and how I'm enjoying the game and what I think the future of the game is and what can potentially make the game better. So let's just dive right on in, guys. And first, let me say this now. This is pretty much going to be a continuation, if you will, or like a sequel to the Is the Game Worth It video. I'll drop the link to that video in the description for you guys to check out if you haven't already. But let's get right to it, guys. So as far as One's Justice is concerned, let's discuss the game's mechanics first. Now, you really can't say much about this game's mechanics because, I mean, it's your basic average fighting game. You can throw punches, you can block, there's a neutral, there's a dash, you know, there's your basic things. But they do have a mechanic called, I believe they refer to it as a wall rush, I believe, wall splatter, I think wall rush, something like that, guys, something along those lines. I do really dig that mechanic. I like how if you hit the opponent hard enough or knock them back hard enough, you do knock them into a wall / building, and you can get a full combo out of it and do a bunch of crazy stuff out of after that. I do really like that. A mechanic that I don't like. I don't like how if you recover in the air, you're totally vulnerable to an attack, to a combo, to anything, honestly. In other words, what I'm saying, guys, is you can't block in the air. I think you can do a just block, a perfect block, I believe. But, you know, pulling that off obviously requires picture perfect timing and a lot of practice. But that's what I don't like. I don't like that you can't block in the air. There's not really much you can really do in the air as far as defense. You're better off just falling, is what I've learned. You just got to fall. That's all you can really do. I mean, yeah, you can air recover, but again, you shouldn't because you're vulnerable to an attack, and most opponents want you to air recover. But if you do happen to air recover, your options are as follows. You can either dash at the opponent and go for an attack, or you can, in my experience, you can do an armored move if the opponent dashes at you and you may catch them by surprise and go into a full combo or full punish, but that's totally situational. It's not always guaranteed. So again, guys, that's one mechanic I don't really like in the game, is the fact that you're just so vulnerable in the air. You can't block. Except for perfect block. Remember that I think you can just block, perfect block, but as far as that, you can't do anything else. You should just fall. Now, let's move on from the mechanics, because like I said, it's your basic average anime fighting game. There's not really many mechanics in the game that really stand out. The game's floaty, not stiff at all. But let's move on, guys. The roster, again, we discussed this. Is the game worth it? I believe it's 20 some odd characters. Endeavor as DLC, Shoot Style Deku as DLC, and we have one more in the works that's already been confirmed, been leaked and confirmed. We already have gameplay on him as well on YouTube. If you haven't checked that out, be sure to go check that out. I think it's Inasa, I believe. So that's that about the roster. Nothing really too spectacular there. The online. Now, I put a lot of emphasis on this on the Is the Game Worth It video, where I was saying the online is where the game shines, guys. Besides the customization, the online is where you're going to spend most, if not all, of your time. Because, again, the story mode to me was mediocre at best. Okay, again, it's boring, not fun. But, again, this is all subjective and this is all opinionated. They do have the whole mission mode where it's like a time attack, like a little score attack thing. Not really all that fun. But the online, again, is where the game shines, and it's where I've been having the most fun. Is the game still not worth $60? No, it is not, fam. It is still not worth $60. Regardless of how much fun I've been having with the online, it's still not worth $60. Because if I wasn't a fan of My Hero and I only played this game just to say, hey, I got this fighting game, let's play a couple online matches, I would have been dropped the game. I wouldn't have been playing it like I do now. I wouldn't have been playing it as consistently as I do now. So again, online so you can spend all your time. The matches are fun. Complaints about online that I do have are as follows. The matchmaking is terrible. And what I mean by that is I don't mean like getting matched up with people that are better than me. It happens, but not all the time. But what I mean, guys, is the whole rage quitting thing to where if you go into a match, someone can just easily quit out before you get into the match, and it like crashes your PS4 because, you know, sometimes you'll get the loading screen, the Uraraka loading screen to go back, and it'll just say opponent has left. But 8 times, 7 times out of 10, guys, your PS4 is going to say nothing. It's not going to say anything. That's the problem here. It's not going to say anything. It's not going to have a response, and you have to back all the way out, close the game program, the game app, and go back into it. So that's something about the online I don't like as far as the matchmaking is concerned. I also don't like how the lobby system is set up for if you're trying to play like casual with your friends. How it's not really categorized. Now, granted, I haven't really explored much of the online matchmaking lobby system, if there is any type of expansion with that, but the basics of what I've seen. But it's not really, it's the way it's set up is where, let's say lately I've been playing with my cousin, right? He'll make a lobby, he'll make a room, he'll put a password, la-di-da-di-da. If I don't see him on the front page, I have to keep hitting search again, and it's getting all the lobbies from the world, I'm assuming, until his pops up. So you have to keep hitting refresh until you get lucky enough to where his pops up. Like I said, I think it's around the world. I'm not sure how that works. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt as far as the lobbying system and how it works. But I think that's how it works. It takes all the lobbies from all around the world and just puts them in one big system, one big queue. And you got to just find who you're looking for. So I'm not really a fan of that as far as the online. But other than that, the online again is where the game shine. And it's where I've been having the most fun. And it's where the game really gets its value. That in the customization mode. Now, let's get on to some of the beefier parts of the video. The future of the game and where I think the game's gonna end up. If the game goes the direction that it's going now, I think the game sadly may die to just the fighting game fan. Okay? Remember that sequence of words there, fam. Fighting game fan, okay? And then you have the anime fan, the My Hero fan. We'll talk about them in a second. Yeah, guys, if the game continues to go in the direction that it's going now, it's going to die to just the average fighting game fan. Why? Simply put, there's just not enough content to, like I said, keep a fan of fighting games content long enough. Whereas if you're a fan of the actual anime, it might keep you content a lot longer. I mean, hell, until another Boku no Hero game releases, or we get an announcement of more DLC. Now, what the game does have going for it is that, granted, yes, it did just come out a week ago, and there's still a lot more life left in the game. But what really needs to happen, though, guys, is if we don't get an announcement of any future DLC, again, the game is sadly going to die. It's the sad truth. Again, for me, I'm a fan of the series, so I'm willing to wait it out as long as I need to. Until we get an announcement, if we do get an announcement, which I'm pretty sure they will, because like I said, guys, it'll be really stupid on their part not to come up with more DLC, because I would really hate to see this game just die off just for the lack of content and them just not want to release DLC for what is a not spectacular game, but a really great game if you're a fan of the series. In conclusion, guys, do I think DLC will make this game better? I'm going to give you guys my opinion on that. I think that Endeavor being DLC, us getting him first, yes, was a good start. Us getting Inasa leaked and confirmed, and we got gameplay on him, yes, is great. But I think if that's it, that's it. Just that's it. The game's going to just die. Like I said, I just explained that. I'm not going to get back into that again and repeat myself. But I still have to say, guys, this game needs DLC to, I think, live on. There's too many people in the series that aren't in the game. I'm not going to go on a rant about this again. Mina, hello. Alright, that's all I'm going to say about that. But let's reciprocate this. If they do come out with future DLC, I think, yes, the game will live on. Because I think what they should do and how they should handle the whole DLC, I think, is maybe have like how Dragon Ball did it, where they have like DLC packs. Like, pack 1 could be like 2 characters. Then the next pack could be 2 characters. Then the next pack. Then the next pack. Then the next pack. Get what I'm saying? And then eventually to where you can, if you don't have the game, you can just buy the game as a bundle at a reduced price that includes all the DLC, or have like a season pass eventually. You know what I'm saying? I just say all this to say, guys, this game needs DLC. It just needs to happen. But all in all, once again, I'm having a blast with the game a week in. Online has really been doing me great. The customization is a blast. Seeing what people do with their characters is amazing. Recording gameplay footage, recording commentary, and putting it up on YouTube for you guys. I'm having a blast with it, guys. I'm having a blast with the game. So, again, the game is still not worth the $60 price tag, as I said in that video. Once again, that video will be in the description. But I do think, for what it is, the game is still fun a week after its release. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you guys know what to do. I have been your host, once again, Flamin' Sharingan. Love you guys. Take care. And I will catch you guys on the next one.